Christine Collins. On March 10th, my 9-year-old son, Walter Collins, disappeared. And a 5-month investigation led to a boy being brought to Los Angeles from DeKalb, Illinois. The LAPD told me and all of you that this boy was my son. He was not my son.
Is this Mrs. Christine Collins?
Yes.
I'm the pastor over at St. Paul's Presbyterian.
I've made it my mission in life to bring to light all the things the LAPD wish none of us ever knew about.
This police department does not tolerate dissent, and you are in a position to embarrass them, and they do not like it.
I just want my son home.
Hey guys, welcome to the Real DVD Watchers for whatever week it is. Today I'm going to be reviewing Changeling. This is a film by Clint Eastwood, which was released in October 2008. And this is a film that, before I saw it a few weeks ago, got, from what I understand, a lot of critical, not bashing, but it wasn't as well received as many had predicted or hoped. But I quite liked it, actually. It stars Angelina Jolie as this woman who leaves her son at home, promises him a wonderful day when she gets back, but when she gets back he's missing, and she attempts to try and find him. The police attempt to try and find him, and eventually they find a boy who's been abandoned by a drifter somewhere, and the police say, okay, we found your son. They reunite them, and she says, no, this is not my son. And from then on it's about her trying to prove that this is not her child, and that the LA police have not the kidnapping, but the finding and reuniting, have orchestrated that as like a publicity stunt to make themselves look good, basically. And that's what the film is from there, and her trying to uncover this corrupt scandal, so to speak, and their attempts to at least sabotage her and make her look like she's nuts. That's pretty much the film in a nutshell, and personally I quite dug the hell out of that. I'm kind of, for some reason, I'm interested in the corruption of social systems. For some reason, I don't know, I just like that concept of how you can't trust anybody, really. And that part of the story for me was really intriguing. I wanted to see what she would be able to find out. How were they going to cover this up? And when, spoiler alert, when she gets thrown into the asylum, that stuff was interesting too. Just to see all this, because it's based off a true story, and to see all this shit that they did to make themselves look good, and the extent that they would go to cover anything that would show their wrongdoings, was really interesting to me. That aspect, because it was real and it had actually happened. I found that really interesting. Unfortunately, this isn't a bad thing, but the story takes sort of a generic turn for me, where after she gets released from the asylum, I don't want to spoil too much, but from then on it basically becomes let's catch the bad guy and punish him story. That I didn't really like. I didn't hate it, but I was more intrigued in finding out about the cover-ups and the corruption aspect of all that. But that's just me. The performances in this film are great. I thought that Angelina Jolie, sorry, I thought she was really great. At first I was just kind of like, maybe this is the best stuff, but over time, her emotions and the way she presented herself and dealt with each of these, because she goes through a roller coaster ride of emotions in this film, and I thought she was brilliant with that. Another performance I liked personally was, I don't remember the character's name or the actor, but he played the reporter who was really eager to help her, and to not only do that, but also bring out other scandals that the corrupt LA police were up to. One of the things that I really liked, I think that's why I'm interested in journalism and uncovering the truth, and I think that's why that aspect of the story appealed to me more than capturing the bad guy and proving that they were all crazy. The LAPD capturing the bad guy and proving that she wasn't crazy, which I guess is an aspect of that story, but I was more interested in the corruption, as I said before, and digging up the truth. I liked his performance. I liked everyone else's good performances, but I didn't really find anything, even the better ones in this film, to be outstandingly noticeable. The ending, for me, was a bit of a... You can come out of it with two different perspectives. Spoilers. Either you end it when you say, oh look, she has hope, so it's a kind of happy ending because it's open-ended and there's possibilities up there, or you can go, oh, this is a sad ending because she has hope, but really it's a hopeless situation, and you know, she's just a desperate woman clinging on to something that's not really possible. I went in the more positive route because I guess that's just me. I looked at it as, you know what, there's a chance, and if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The look of this film, I think, is really, really great. They capture the times really well in terms of the production value with the sets, the costumes, and the overall atmosphere of the film, and the way it's shot and the way it's presented was really great in capturing the times. I really like that aspect of the movie a lot. This is one of the better films of 2008. I don't know if it'll make my top 10, but I did really enjoy it. As I mentioned before, it was a riveting story that, even though it went downhill for me because it wasn't where I wanted it to really focus on, it still was solid enough. I do not think this is better than Gran Torino, personally, Clint's other film this year. But I do think, in terms of, I guess, how interested I was, maybe it was a little bit more higher. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever. This film, I would recommend to anyone, really. I mean, there's not one person who I can think of who I wouldn't say, no, you should check this film out. I'm not going to say flock to see it right away. It's not that kind of film for me. But I did think that it was solid enough to warrant a watch from anybody, really. So that's it, really, for Changeling. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week on where we begin. Tomorrow we begin Girl Week, where we review chick flicks. So, see you guys.